Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from rainy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are fired up for this wonderful Monday. And I want to ask a simple question. I've discussed it in the past, and it is really applicable to so many different areas of our life. There are several different areas of our life that demand that we ask ourselves this question. And it's normally when we find ourselves in a place that we do not want to be, or we find ourselves feeling things we do not want to feel, or experiencing results or an outcome we do not want to be experiencing. So we talked about failure is not an event, failure is an event, it's not a person, is what Zig Ziglar says. And we also look at failure as feedback. Failure is actually just great feedback. It's feedback letting us know how we're doing. Are we reaching the goals? Are we achieving what we had set our minds to achieve? Are we experiencing the results that we thought we would experience? And you know, I just want to take a real quick side note because of a tragedy that occurred here in Texas over the weekend. Very, very sad thing that took place. There's a very prominent attorney in Dallas who is known for the TV commercials that he makes, and ultimately multi-millionaire. And there's so many people that feel like if I just had X amount of money, life would be better, I would be better, things would be better. And I'm going to tell you guys that that's not the case at all. His daughter struggled with depression and committed suicide, and a few days after her funeral, they found him dead in his office this weekend. Prominent attorney, multi-millionaire, you know, over 7,000 clients, 11 offices throughout the state of Texas. You know, guys, financial abundance is really not what people think it is in terms of the save all, end all, if there are not other things going on in somebody's life to bring a sense of real leveled balance and relationship. So thermostat or thermometer is the question this morning. So I want us to think about that. If we're not experiencing the results we intended to get, if we're not feeling the feelings we hoped to feel, then my question to you is this: do you feel empowered, like you have the ability to do something about it? Or do you feel disempowered and feel like you're a victim of the circumstance? Victim language is connected to being a thermometer, and victorious language is connected to being a thermostat. What is the difference? For those of you that don't necessarily understand the workings of an HVAC system, in a home, even in a car, a thermostat is what sets the temperature. If you set the temperature at 75 degrees, if the temperature outside goes significantly above that, the AC system kicks on to cool the house down. If it goes significantly below that, the heating system kicks on to warm the house up. So the thermostat is actually responsible for setting the atmosphere and setting the temperature and keeping it at a norm. The thermometer, on the other hand, is just an indicator of what is going on. So the thermometer is completely activated and dependent upon the external environment for whether it goes up or down. You see, the thermometer has no control. The thermometer merely is a gauge of where you are temperature-wise. The thermostat is what sets the tone of control. So when you think about, are you a thermometer or are you a thermostat, the conversation I'd like to see you have with yourself is this: if you're not achieving the results that you hope to be achieving, if you're not feeling the feelings you thought you'd be feeling if X, Y, or Z happened, then my question to you is simply this: are you a thermostat or are you a thermometer? Are you setting the tone with the words of your mouth, with the intentions of your heart, with the actions and activities that you're taking to move towards your goal? Are you a thermostat? Are you setting the tone? Are you accepting responsibility? I'm in this situation because of me. What can I do? What is my responsibility in this situation? What can I do to turn this around? How can I see this different? What is a play that I can make here that will change the situation? Or are you a thermometer? Do you find yourself saying, well, if it wasn't for the market, well, if she would just do this, well, if he would just do that, well, if they would just do this, well, if the interest rates were that, well, if the timing was this, well, if the weather was better, well, if I had more money, well, if I had more time, making all of the common excuses that a thermometer would make. Being a thermometer is a very weak position because you have zero power to affect any type of real change in your life or in the lives of those around you for that matter. So think today, if you find yourself not experiencing the results that you want, you have two choices. You can be a thermometer victim saying, there's nothing I can do about this, I am doomed. Or you can choose to be a thermostat and say, what is my responsibility here? What can I do? What is my part? Because I have the ability to do this. Oh yeah, and with God's help, it's likely to succeed. Have a great day, guys.